Good morning, everybody. We're at the Hampton Agriculture and Forestry Museum in Courtland, Virginia, and we got here at about 7:15, 7:30 this morning. And as you can see, the field is still empty, but it's filling up fast. So Brian and I got our trailers parked out here. We've unloaded our equipment. I think Brian made like 3 or 4 trips. I think he did 3 already, and today was the 4th one. So he's got a lot of his tractors here. He's got a bunch of his hit and miss engines. Obviously I brought the 300.5 industrial tractor and Skiddy for her inaugural show. Now, I didn't ever restore that skid steer to be a show tractor by any means. I did want it just mechanically sound and looking nice, but wasn't meant to bring to shows, but I figured why not, we bring it and have some fun with it. And it actually worked out good because we were able to load all the fuel cans and lawn chairs and everything that we needed for our sitting area for the hit and miss engines, and saved us having to carry everything. So with that being said, I'm gonna go in, take a quick little walk around before it gets too busy. But they have all kinds of cool stuff here. They have a blacksmith shop, they have a sawmill, hit and miss engines, tractors, music. They have a building that's got a whole big train layout inside, I guess. All kinds of just farm equipment and demonstrations. They have a bunch of local vendors as well, selling anything from walking canes to honey to furs, you name it, it's all there. So it'll be in the video. A little bit different from what we normally do, but I think the viewers on this channel that like the restorations and the tractors are probably into the same kind of stuff too. So let's check it out, see what they got. Found this little beauty out here in the parking lot. Nice little farm mall, single front. You don't see too many of those from what I hear, like out in the Midwest. I think that's just kind of like a Eastern Mid-Atlantic kind of thing. I know my buddy Justin Upton, he's got a bunch of single front wheel John Deere tractors, and pretty easy to find around here, but not so much in other parts of the country. All right, here's the entrance here. Hampton Agriculture and Forestry Museum, Heritage Village. They're open during parts of the year, but not all year. Morning.
The only other thing I do is fly with a clipboard and have them sign it.
Kind of neat little setup. They got a bunch of old buildings. There's schoolrooms, barber shops, a doctor's office. Looks like this is the fuel station. Not sure what this is. Studebaker, Nash, something. Interesting. Yeah, here's a little schoolhouse they got, or it's a church, I'm sorry, church with the bell up there. I think they're gonna have some antique cars as well, and some music. I think it's bluegrass. But here's what we're here for, part of it anyway, is the tractors. Do a quick little walkthrough, see what we got here. All right, first, this is Brian's Gibson. It's a pretty unique little tractor. If you've never seen one before, as you can tell, it's missing a steering wheel. So it's got a lever here that's used to steer the wheels. So as you can imagine, it's pretty fun to operate. You've got your rear lift back here, clutch, left brake, right brake, shifter, throttle, and steering. So like the Lindemann crawler, you almost need to be an octopus to operate this thing. And what's crazy, I wish I'd got it on film, but Brian had this with a economy hit and miss engine on a trailer behind him, and he drove it off his gooseneck trailer this morning. So he's got some big cojones. All right, here we go. Skiddy, obviously we know Skiddy. Just finished the resto on that. I like to put up these little signs here, letting people know that and check out the channel and see the event next Saturday when I put the video up. And I got a bucket of pins and stickers and all that stuff. So hopefully we'll get a few more subscribers, but I don't know. I think the demographics of this show is typically maybe the older crowd, which is into this kind of stuff, but isn't necessarily always tech savvy when it comes to scanning QR codes and subscribing to YouTube channels, but you never know. So anyway, here's the The 300.5, as always, good running tractor. I do have it for sale right now. Just kind of feeling out some options, seeing what's out there. We get rid of this, then bring some new stuff to the channel. So we'll see. But if I don't sell it, I'm absolutely fine with that as well. It's a fun tractor. I use it for anything really, plow days, just driving, parades. I really want to put, it's got all these mount fixtures on here for, there's a plate that's supposed to go through here, but I'd really like to put a mid-mount grader blade underneath, you know, and have it hydraulically operated, angle, tilt, all that. That'd be a cool project, something neat for the channel, and definitely make this thing a whole lot more useful, you know. Let's see, this is, I believe this is a Ford 8N. I always kind of get them mixed up. I usually try to go by the rear wheel. I know the 9Ns and 2Ns have more of the cupped, but I do believe this is an 8N. This is Uncle Brack. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure he's very proud of that tractor. And while we're here, I'm just gonna hit this one real quick. This is a smoking hot 3020. This thing is beautiful. I can see myself in that reflection. Looking good. Whoever did this did an amazing job. Mod Industries, they were at the Indian Neck Plow Day advertising their equipment, and I believe this is a peanut picker. Let's see what we got. Model 520 peanut combine. First production combine 1968. Okay, so this isn't advertising to buy a new one. This is showing their original model, I guess. It's pretty cool. Alright. While I'm over here, I'm going to swing over on back to this end, and we'll head back over end at Brian's M. Let's see what we got here. So here's an International Harvester Farmall Cub. It's painted up in yellow. These are really handy machines. They're so easy to work on. Parts are so cheap. Definitely a good beginner entry-level tractor, pretty much for anybody. It's got a real nice sickle bar on here. Pretty cool. And then here's your standard version, the red Farmall Cub that everyone's usually used to seeing. It's got the straight pipe modification here. Adds half a horsepower. John Deere, this is Brian's John Deere 420. You've seen us use this before. We had the disc behind it in a few other videos, putting in his garden. And of course the John Deere subsoiler. You can still see the line on here of how deep this thing gets sunk into the ground. It's a good 2 foot easy. So when we went to go pick this tractor up, it was a few years back, we had brought Skiddy before I restored it. It didn't even have a roll cage on it, but we had gone to get that tractor from a farm, and they had a bunch of other implements and stuff out in the woods. Get over here in the shade. Anyway, we used Skiddy to go into the woods to pull out, I think there was a bush hog, but we didn't end up taking that, a disc, a whole bunch of miscellaneous things, and then there was a bunch of scrap metal that we just took. It was engine block, and so yeah, we used Skiddy to get in the woods to retrieve all that and get this tractor pushed up onto Brian's trailer. So, and then the B, that's the B that's gone back and forth between me and Brian over the years. I just put a short up yesterday that had this B in my driveway running, and this is one tractor that I've owned 2 times, I believe, and never did get a chance to get around to restore it. So it does reside with Brian, but who knows? It's always changing between us. One day that might end up back with me. And if it does, the first thing I'm going to do is restore it, because it definitely deserves it. But this one will always stay between me and him. I don't think either one of us would ever sell it to anybody else. Here's a little 2040. I don't know whose this is. I'm assuming one of the other members here. Let's see. Southern Tractor and Equipment Co. Amelia, Virginia. So that's a fairly local tractor. It's pretty neat. Got a nice little display over here of some other antique farm equipment, most of which I have no idea what it does. I'm gonna assume this is some type of thresher for grains of sorts, but I'm neither a grain connoisseur nor a farmer, nor do I claim to be. So this is a potato picker, I guess you'd call it a picker. So this gets pulled behind the tractor. Got someone here, I guess it used to be for horses, I would imagine. It's got a 3-point setup on it now, but this appears to be ground driven as well. So as the wheels roll, the gears turn, and I'm assuming this shovel here goes under the potatoes, and the potatoes come up and they roll over all these rollers and get rid of the dirt. Then the potatoes fall out on top of the dirt. But who knows? I could be wrong. It could be a cotton candy machine. This thing's pretty cool. Let's see. This one says Bethel Machine Co., Suffolk, Virginia. Peanut picker. All right, there we go. So I was completely wrong. It's not a thresher. It's a peanut picker. So here in southern Virginia, especially the Suffolk, Virginia area, is well known for its peanuts and peanut harvests. I'm assuming this thing's original. I mean, look at this. It's still got original paint on there. It looks original. And if somebody did that, they did a really good job. So yeah, 2 big peanut pickers. Oh, I got to get something for my red guys over here. I got a nice one pulling in here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Duels instead of mules. Gotta love it. That thing's beautiful. International 1568. Nice. Alright, continuing on with my tour. We're almost done with the tractors here. Cub Cadet 72. I had actually picked this tractor up from a gentleman in Virginia Beach. I'm sure you're all tired of looking at my shadow here. Yeah, he was in Virginia Beach. He had it listed on Craigslist, which I don't usually check too often, but you gotta check because sometimes that's where the money is, honey. Anyway, he had this 72 and it had this sickle bar on it. Is it Hubber? I forget now. It's been a minute. Let's see. Hayban? Haban? Yeah, I think it's Haban, Hayban. Sickle bar. But it's pretty cool because you can actually run this thing. Here I am running in circles, get you dizzy. You can actually run this thing in, it's on a slope, but in that almost 90-degree vertical. So you could like drive down a hedgerow and trim your hedges. It's pretty wild. And then obviously you can lay it flat for cutting grass and stuff. And then it actually goes to a negative camber. And Brian uses this to cut the ditch out in front of his house. This is Brian's Cub Cadet 106. He got this from one of his neighbors. It's had a older restoration on it, but looks pretty good. He said it cuts good, runs good. And then this is always a crowd favorite, Farmall forklift. The name of the forklift aftermarket company is skipping me right now. I did do a video on this forklift probably last year sometime. And it has the actual, it's like high lift or something maybe. Anyway, it's in there. I'll look through it and I'll put a little text up here, but it was originally a Farmall A, and the aftermarket company has the, obviously the weight. I mean, this is solid cast, and then all under here is all solid. I mean, this thing is, it's a heavy beast. So they did the conversion here. So normally the seat would be back here. So the steering wheel's moved, all the pedals are inverted. It's pretty sweet. So Brian is definitely going to restore this one day. And I told him he should probably put some duals on it. I think it looked pretty sick with some dual tires on it. But yeah, you don't see very many of these. I've only seen a couple of them, and none of them have been restored or in like show quality yet. So once he gets this thing done, it's going to be an eye catcher. I'm trying to see if he'll get it done for, I think there's supposed to be a Red Power Roundup coming somewhat near us in the coming year or two. And if that's the case, we're going to knock this out. If I got to do it for him, this thing will get restored and brought to that Red Power Roundup, no doubt. All right, and then the last one over here, this is also belongs to Brian. This is John Deere M. He's got the snowplow blade. He had owned this blade and then sold it to me, and I had painted it up and restored it back when I had my M. And when I sold my M, I had told Brian if I ever got rid of it, I'd give him the blade back or sell it back to him. So we did that. But yeah, he's had this tractor for a long time, ever since I can remember anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the tractor stuff here. Just kind of pans around in this corner. Neighbor's rooster. But go down to the other end and see what Brian's doing with the hit and miss engines, and try to get some video throughout the day of the different events and festivities. I just wanted to come back over and get a little walk around of this thing. Did a really nice job on it. I mean, those tires, whew, that's some price right there. All these weights in the front. It's an awesome tractor. I don't remember what the engine size in this. It's V8 diesel, 1568. I'll have to Google it, look it up. I mean, they just put these tires on. Ooh-wee. Glad I ain't buying them. But yeah, that's a nice machine right here. Big heavy duty 3-point. Got 2 sets of dual function hydraulics. Man, that's a fat ass. Brian with his hit and miss engines. It's a John Deere Model E that's running right now that he got from Denton Farm Show a couple years ago and restored it. And then the red one on the left is a economy hit and miss. So he's trying to get it going now. And all sorts of vendors selling everything from crafts to furs to walking sticks, corn sheller demonstrations, engine demonstrations, all kinds of stuff. Along with some Brunswick stew and barbecue sandwiches.
Over. Come on.
Yeah, that doesn't have a mag. The coil's fine. I can't run it on that. It's something with it. I think it's timing. But there's no timing marks on the gears anymore. So you gotta do it all by degreeing the flywheel. And every time I mess with it, it gets a little bit better and a little bit worse. I think I got my hand on it.
This is the stuff they're talking about.
That's the part I like.
Just sit here and listen.
lumber planer here. Sold Fairbanks Morse diesel engine. We'll be running this thing later on today. Looking forward to that. Hey there, how you doing? Hey Sophia, you want a new dog?
No.
No?
As big as you are, you're welcome to have.
That's pretty cool. What do you got here? What are the different things you got? You mind if I record you?
No mind at all.
All right.
Check that. That's a coyote.
Coyote?
You want to hold him?
His name's Wiley.
Yeah, no, he's big. He's big. These are raccoons.
That's Rocky the raccoon.
Got some gray fox. That gray fox got all 4 feet on him.
Wow, that's a big one.
You know what this is?
Skunk.
That's right.
Nice.
Yep. You got red fox. Here, put him around your neck. There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that. Styling and profiling.
Yeah.
But instead with a mouth.
Yeah.
You gotta feel these.
Oh yeah.
An otter.
What are these?
There's an otter.
An otter.
Give me.
Okay. There you go.
There you go. Look at that.
Like you.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know. It says Plymouth on it.
Probably a train.
You think it's a train? Well, I'd assume so, being as it's on some rails. Looks like a probably for logging operations. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It says it right up here. Known as Loki, small size gasoline locomotive. Let's see. White Lumber Company. Used to haul juniper pine and hardwood out of the Great Dismal Swamp to his shingle sawmill on US Highway 158. Had 8 miles of track in operation from 1933 to 1975. Pretty cool. Needs a rusty wrench restoration. Look at the size of that chain down there. Boy. Pretty cool. And I'm assuming this is like a logging winch. Yeah, log skidder. Pretty cool. Let's see what they got inside here. Oh yeah, I see something I like already. Oh boy, that goes all the way through. We're gonna have to check that out too.
Oh, by the way, come here.
I love these hand-painted doors. Franklin, Virginia, 4-digit phone number. Very cool.
Come here.
Oh, what we got? Basket making? Oh yeah, looks like they're making baskets for maybe apples or peaches or something. Hey, come over here. Let's go check out this skidder real quick. So, this is a Franklin, I'm assuming skidder, and Courtland, where we're at, is right next to Franklin, Virginia. And they used to make Franklin skidders. This is an earlier version of it. It's pretty rough, if you will, the welds and stuff. Let's see, Franklin logger. This is the first logger built by Franklin Equipment Company in 1959. So this is their first model. They ended up getting into, you know, some pretty serious professional production of these things. So wow, that's amazing to see the first Franklin loader ever made. Here you can see they cut all the steel with a torch, right? It's torch cut. Some pretty gnarly welds on there. But you know, this is their prototype machine, so probably just trying to figure things out. But there you go, the first Franklin skid logger.
Is this seat?
I have no idea what this is, but it looks like a little lawnmower finger cutter offer contraption with a blade on the front. I don't know who made that or what, but it is awesome. I love all the weird quirky stuff. I have no idea what that is. All right, let's go through here, give you a tour through here, see what they got. Morning.
She enjoying this thing.
Oh yeah. All right, this looks like a lot of horse equipment and different stuff for cotton gins and Here's kind of the whole process here. Cotton mopper. Applied a mixture of arsenic and molasses on cotton plants, 2 rows at a time to control boll weevils. Arsenic and molasses, huh? Don't know about that. Let's see what they got down here. This is a cage for you, Sophia.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's for when you're bad.
No, it's for when you go.
McCormick Deering thresher. Oh, got me here. Got a John Deere MC crawler stuck in the corner over here.
Wait,
Let's see. Somebody welded some grouses on there.
It's not stuck.
Like Helen Keller welded those things on. This thing's pretty clapped out, but it's cool to see another one around. Let's see what the serial number is here, because my buddy Steve Walters always wants to know what these MC serial numbers are. 19558. You got that, Steve? 19558. He's looking for one. Piedmont Tractor Company, Charlotte, Virginia. Pretty cool. It's got the belt pulley on the back, and it still has the clamshell for the PTO shaft. Those are hard to find. But yeah, it's pretty rusted and clapped out, but still cool to see another one. And McCormick Deering Farmall F20. Pretty cool. It's got the steel wheels in the back and some rubber in the front. Ready?
No.
Alright, what'd you just say?
We're gonna waste some money.
You asked me if I had any money and you said we're gonna waste some.
Come here.
Uh-oh, I can only imagine. What are we wasting money on?
Follow this
We got
path.
more tractors.
But no.
Let's see, they got a blacksmith shop over there. Oh no, an outhouse? Is that what we have to use? Hey, how's it going today?
How
Good.
are you?
How are you?
Good,
Thank you, sir. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at all that. You gonna buy all this? Wow, that's pretty cool.
36 trains running
Oh really?
one time.
Wow, all different scales and sizes and
N gauge, the little ones. Got American Flyer, S gauge. We got O gauge.
Wow.
And then we got HO gauge.
That's awesome.
We did everything.
Wow, thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Wow, you want to go check out the trains? It smells like train smoke in here, I guess. That's pretty cool. Look at there's a John Deere one up top. Let's catch it real quick. Yeah. This is the country kitchen section. Just kind of shows gadgets from the day. We got a home comfort stove back there. It's probably top of the line back in the day. If you've ever been to Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, they have her old childhood home in the park, and it shows all the kitchen stuff and everything. So.
Somebody left their glasses there.
They left their glasses on the table. Ah, that's where they are. Look at what this says. Kitty coop.
Kitty!
Yeah, it was like a crib or a playpen to put kids in back in the day. Can you imagine that? Called Child Protective Services nowadays. You don't want to go in there? And I guess this is just like the living bedroom space. You got the bed and the guns when you're ready for your ruthless neighbors. Fireplace and kids against the wall. So that is a thick Bible. It must have been version 1, Rev 1. Alright, I gotta get a video. This is my section right here. All the 1/16 scale John Deere tractors. Yep. You like the pedal tractor, huh? My mom used to buy these for me when I was a kid. I still have all of them. Hey, look, we got Skiddy. It's a mini Skiddy.
It's a mini Skiddy.
Mini Skiddy. Got a corn picker over here. That's a nice one. Got some cool stuff.
What in the world is that?
That's a corn picker.
Oh,
Yep.
that
That creepy doll just scared you? That creepy doll scares me too. I probably shouldn't say that. It's haunted and like now I'll like, yeah. Anyway, nice doll, pretty doll.
No.
Got the John Deere train for you. Yay! They got all kinds of stuff moving everywhere. Loud and crazy. Everywhere you look, there's just something going on. Alright, so Brian just informed me that they are getting ready to start this Fairbanks Morse diesel engine. So there's a burner up there at the top. You can see. Let's see how close we can get in there. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a bit. That burner is going that acts to, I guess, heat that cylinder head, kind of like a glow plug. On a huge concrete foundation. You can actually see it rocking over here, moving. Pretty wild. Get another barn over here. I haven't been in here yet. Let's see what they got. Oh, Farmall. And it's got a loader on it. Oh yeah. I like it already. Oh, sweet. Let's see. 1946 Ford 2N. So remember I was telling you earlier about the wheels. See, these are more of like a dog dish type wheel, whereas the 8N it's kind of more streamlined. So, but the 2N, the 9N both have that. So for me, it's kind of hard to tell the difference sometimes, but this looks like another Gibson, like Brian's got. It's got the steering levers. He's got some cultivators on the back. It's pretty cool. Tecumseh engine. This is what I was looking at. Farmall H with the loader. Man, I love this stuff. I mean, you could probably get more work done with a shovel than this, but it's just really cool to see these things like that. Very, very cool. I like red ones too. All right, here's a John Deere. I'm gonna say this is a B. Yep, John Deere B. Styled. That's all original. Had never been painted. That's very nice. 10 straight. Nothing's dented. See, now I wouldn't even restore a tractor like this, and I'm a tractor restorer. I would not even touch that. That would stay just like that. Clean it up. Put some linseed oil on it. Let's see what it says. John Deere B. 1936. Very cool. Oh, here's an H. You can tell the size difference from an H to a B, and then the next size up would have been, well, not the Farmall H, but John Deere H, John Deere B, and then the John Deere A, and then the G. Those are your sizes for these tricycle type tractors. H is just an awesome little tractor. I mean, they're small. I mean, look at me, it's between above my waist, a little higher than my waist for the hood. So cool little tractors. Someone restored this at one point, you can tell, because it's got these Mylar decals. It's like clear plastic around the words, so it's just one big sticker. I'm not a big fan of those. I typically like the individual ones that are cut. So you peel the back, you stick it on, and then peel the paper off the front, and has each individual letter. It's a little more like the original. Of course, these are, I think those are painted on, but anyway, yeah, H is a pretty cool tractor. Put some new tires on here. Those are brand new skins. Very cool. Let's see what we got over here. Got a bean harvester. Here's another manure spreader. All kinds of cool stuff. Chicken plucker, huh? This must have like some rubber fingers on it. Oh yeah. Send your chicken through there. Pluck your chickens, pluck your chickens. Oh, this says it's a John Deere. Interesting, very cool. It's got this chain-driven bar that pulls the manure back, and as it pulls it back, it goes through the beaters and the auger in the back. Pretty cool. Whole bunch of different plows. The peanut picker is kind of a newer one here. And it's just neat that they have stuff like this to be able to kind of save some of the heritage farming equipment. So
Lower. Don't she? Maybe.
what'd you let him out of his cage for?
No!
What kind?
Hey, you know what those chickens' names are?
Can I pet them?
That one's Nugget and that one's Sandwich.
Nugget!
Yeah, they're very skittish. Yeah, they are.
You milking a pretend cow? You're funny.
How does this even happen?
That's it, you got it.
It's not even how you're not. It's not even milking.
Well, of course it's not milk, it's not a cow. It's just a practice.
How? It's not coming out.
There you go. There you go. Not quite enough for your cereal.
It's not even milk.
Oh. Alright, well that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. We got Skiddy out here.
Not fun.
It is called Skiddy. Look, it says it right here. I know, but we call this skid steer Skiddy. But come in handy to carry all this stuff back so we don't have to hoof it around. So just loading up and call it a day. Worked pretty good. Definitely better than carrying stuff.
No.
Say bye. The old Gibson, pulling the economy around. All right, I think Brian's gonna winch this on. I'm gonna load the skid steer, go back for the 300.5 and call it a day. So first successful show with Skiddy. I think it all went well. So until then,
Skiddy.
it is Skiddy. All right, we'll see you on the next one.